Hello, friends. Ignore my voice. I obviously lost it. So, hello. It's starting to come back. Um, slowly. Yesterday I had absolutely none, so this is much of an improvement. I want to talk about interactions while it's still here. So this is going to be a short, sweet short video. Before my voice goes out again, I wanted to get you guys a video. So let's talk interactions, okay? What are interactions? So interactions in 3, 2, 1s are different, okay? They are completely different. And I hear all the time people saying, like, aren't they the same thing? I'm doing 3, 2, 1s. Okay, so you need to equally do 3, 2, 1s and interactions. That's why they're both different focused IPA days. What do I mean by that? So we had an entire video on 3, 2, 1s and how to do those. Well, you can do your interactions very similar to how you do your 3, 2, 1s. Apologize. I'm like trying to scream as I do this. So you guys can have my best voice. But very similar. You can do interactions through people's stories. You can do interactions through story viewers. You can do interactions from your inbox. You can do interactions on new followers. You can do notifications in your notifications, the people who like or comment, and you can do the people you are following and or are following you. So some ways to do interactions are, like, for me, when I get a new follower that isn't a Thriver, I will sometimes go to their page and send them a message and just say, like, hey, thanks so much for the follow. Like, can't wait to get to know you, type of thing. Stories, I'll interact and not about Thrive either. I will interact and I will say things like, on their stories, like responding to, like, maybe they're cooking. I'll be like, oh my gosh, if I actually enjoy what they're cooking, I will say, like, do you have the recipe for this, or how do you make it? Or if it's an animal or dog in their stories, like, I'll talk to them about that because clearly I have a zoo. Stuff like that. People who are viewing my stories, I will go in and interact with their stories as well. um, I love story interactions, and here's why. It is the best and least awkward way to start a conversation that isn't a cold message. And you're not doing it with Thrive in mind, you're doing it with the interaction in mind. So the ability to start and open that line of communication and create that connection or that relationship and start it. Sorry, I got tea also. All the things, y'all, all the things. Okay. So I feel like a lot of times people are just doing one type of interaction. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but I didn't mention, like, posts. I don't go in my news feed and like and comment for my interactions. To me, commenting on a post is not the best form of an interaction. Is it an interaction? Yeah, absolutely. And you can do that. But if that's the only way that you're doing your interactions, this is going to teach you that there's different ways to do them. And this week's homework assignment was a week long, right? And it was for you guys to track how you're doing your IPAs. So when you put interactions on your tracking, did you say that you were only interacting with posts, or like reacting to people's stuff? And this is on Facebook and Instagram. This isn't just Instagram based or Facebook based. You can do both of these on both platforms. And this is what I do on both platforms. On Facebook, obviously, I will go and I will, like, react and comment and stuff on posts because that's the point of Facebook. But on Instagram, I'm very rarely going through my newsfeed and commenting on people's stuff. I'm very rarely going and, like, using that as an interaction. Do I do that? Yeah, absolutely. If I see something that I like, but when I'm interacting, I'm being a lot more intentional than just utilizing the news feed. I'm doing it through stories, I'm doing it through viewers, I'm doing it through people in my inbox, I'm doing it through my notifications. The reason being is because those are people that are already connected to me. And if I'm seeing their stuff, they're seeing mine, and I want to make sure that they're watching my stuff. So your assignment today is to continue the rest of that week homework and to really dive in deep into what you're doing for those focused IPAs. And here's why, because now we just had an entire video on 3, 2, 1s and different ways to do them. Now we can utilize that 3, 2, 1 video for how you're finding to do 3, 2, 1s, but instead of doing 3, 2, 1s, you're just interacting. And an interaction can be so many things, from from reacting to their story. And I'm not meaning like swiping up and doing an emoji. I mean like having a conversation and starting a conversation, to new followers, opening up that line of communication, like, hey, thanks so much for the follow, to going to their pages and interacting with their posts. Interactions are so many different things, and you can break it up into so many different things. So if your focused IPA yesterday was 321s, your focused IPA today is interactions, then I want you to utilize a different way to do interactions than you did 321s. If you did your 321s yesterday through story viewers, then maybe you do your interactions today through your notifications, or through actual stories that people of you follow. If you did your 321s on your following yesterday, then maybe today do some interactions on people that are viewing your stories. So make sure that you are kind of complementing how you're doing things, and you're not just doing all of your focused IPAs the same way, that you're doing them different ways, and that they're not repetitive to where you're doing like all story viewers, because then yesterday's and today's, their interactions are probably going to be the same. So this allows you to switch it up. Another thing that I want to talk about in this video is growing your network. Since I was sick for day 26, I'm going to make this video 26 and 27. So it's going to be 2 videos in one. So interactions and growing your network while I still have a voice, because I can't promise that tomorrow I'm going to have a voice. And the next video, I want to talk about comp plan and how we're paid. So I'd rather get, I'd rather use my voice and get this entire concepts of core interactions done for you guys. So let's talk about growing our network. So now we have a video on 321s, the first half of this video on interactions, and now I want to talk about growing your network, because this seems to be the hardest concept for people to get behind. And here's why. A lot of times people get really nervous about following or adding new people. And here's the thing about social media, that's the purpose of it. Okay. The purpose of social media is to connect with people on the internet. Like, let's be real. If it wasn't for social media, I would not have a business. I have promoters in Canada. I have promoters in Australia. I have promoters in New Zealand. I have promoters in all over the world, in places that me in little Odessa, Florida, will probably never go. Why? Well, I hate flying, and a lot of those places are very long flights. So the fact that I would have never have given the opportunity to actually meet these people, social media gave me that opportunity. A lot of my amazing, amazing top enrollers, right? All of our team is amazing. So please don't take that personally. I don't mean it as like they're more amazing than you. I'm just saying like those who are mass enrollers, and they are top leaders in this company, right? I met them through social media. Okay. I met them a way that I would have never, if I would have never just started following people, if I would have never just started friend requesting people in groups, if I never would have gone in my people you may know and looked at their page to see if they were a thriver and added them as a friend. So here's the thing, getting out of your comfort zone and just growing your network. What's the worst they're going to do? Deny your friend request, not follow you back? Okay. Then they don't follow you back, you unfollow them, and they deny your friend request. Okay. Like, you have to get out of that awkward of, oh my gosh, somebody I don't know is denying me. Yo, people you know every single day deny you. So what does it matter if someone that you don't know denies you? Like, you have to get out of putting your self-worth and your business worth behind the acceptance of anybody, strangers or people you may know. None of that, nobody should have the worth of your business except for you. And I need you to start putting that worth behind yourself. And that's what it comes down to, is not being afraid to just grow. Another thing that I get all the time is, should I have a Thrive separate account? And here's the thing. No. Can you do it? Absolutely. You can do whatever you want. But should you do it? No. And here's why. Okay. And I'm going to tell you my viewpoint on having 2 separate accounts. The beauty of what I teach you guys to do is that I'm Linz and I'm a thriver, right? I'm Linz and I'm thriving. I don't separate the two. And when you separate the two, you cut yourself off at the knees from your warm market of one day you sharing something that they're going to want to join, right? Not maybe even join, but maybe one day you say and you explain biotic and balance a certain way or the collagen a certain way. And now somebody who never ever showed any interest in your business, but maybe they went to high school with you, or maybe they were a past client or whatever, right? They are like, oh my gosh, I need that. But because you shared it on the page that they follow, which is your personal page, because it keeps it on that human personal level, you're going to grow your business. You're going to cut yourself off at the knees if you are starting a second account that is all Thrive and it's just thrive, 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 thrive. You lose the human aspect. You lose the you aspect. And sorry, I'm literally screaming so I can get this out. So hopefully it doesn't sound like I'm yelling at you, but it's the only way I can talk right now. So, and that's why I wanted to do this two-part video in one, because this is going to take all of my voice and I know I'm going to lose my voice again after this. So you don't want to lose the you aspect. I need you guys to stay the human aspect on social media. I hear a lot of times, well, I don't want my kids to be public. Then don't post your kids. I don't want to share X, Y, and Z on social media. Then don't share X, Y, and Z on social media. Here's the thing is if you want to build a business on social media, build a business on social media. If you want to, if you want to build and not be a spam robot and not become the network marketing industry, keep the human aspect of you in your profile. And you're going to do that by keeping your account, your main account, and not really working on that. Because here's the thing, you're going to spend all this time to create a second account instead of growing your first account. So I hear all the time, oh, well, I'll use, for example, I have a bunch of photographers on my team and they utilize their page for photography, or I think I have like 7 photographers that are personally enrolled to me. Okay. Like it's a very popular industry. And it's one that each of you guys are so uniquely talented at. Or maybe you make shirts, or maybe you make tumblers, or maybe I don't know, maybe you're a hairdresser. Okay. I have a lot of all different types of people that are on our team. So say that you're a hairdresser or you're a photographer and you're growing your page and you're like, well, I don't want it to be all Thrive. It's not. The thing is, you're putting in your head that the only thing you can share is Thrive. So when you're growing your network, it's weird to you, right? Because you're like, oh, well, I want to grow my network for my hair business and my photography, but then they're going to not follow me because of Thrive. No, no, no. You're putting that in your mind. Here's the thing. I never not told you to stop doing hair reels and photography reels. You just think that the only reels that you should be doing is Thrive. No, 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 no. I never told you not to post on your pages about your photography or about your hair business. I just said incorporate Thrive. Maybe as you're showing somebody's hair, your DFT is on your hand. Maybe as you are showing your photography, you're doing a behind the scenes and your DFT is on your hand and you're holding your camera and the person is behind you and you have a picture of behind the scenes. Like, y'all, get creative. Do not make it all Thrive. You do not have to only do Thrive. You can be successful in whatever you want to do. You can be successful in many, many things. But what I am saying is incorporate them and become one. Stop separating them. So as you're growing your network, here's the thing, you're going to grow your network in all areas. Stop thinking that only one section wants to join Thrive or wants to be a Thriver. If I thought that, y'all, half of you guys wouldn't be Thrivers right now. If I thought that Thrive was only for nurses and I could only grow my account with fellow nurses or moms, there are many of you guys watching this that aren't moms. Could you imagine if I only grew my network and I only wanted to work with moms? Half of y'all wouldn't be here because I would have cut you out. In my mind, I would have cut you out and I would have never even followed you. I would have never interacted with you. I would have never created relationships with you. Not because the only reason I didn't only create relationships with y'all for Thrive, but I would have never even thought to create relationships. I have some of my best relationships because of Thrive, but they started well before you guys became Thrivers. You guys became Thrivers and I didn't even approach you with it. I I have so many personally enrolled that I had relationships before they started thriving. Like I had relationships with some of y'all for years, 1 to 3 years before you even asked me to try a sample. Or maybe you tried a sample, we became friends, and then you didn't even start thriving for years later because I don't push thrive down your throat. So as you're growing your network, don't grow it as how these people would be really good thrivers. Grow it as I can create relationships with these people. So reels are really good ways to grow your network. Video content is really good ways to grow your network. IGTVs, Facebook Lives, reels on Facebook, reels on Instagram, video content and repurposing it. Do not only use your Instagram reels on Instagram, repurpose them for Facebook. Do not only use, if you're on TikTok, your TikTok content for TikTok, repurpose it for Facebook and for Instagram. Repurpose your content. If you are not repurposing your content, you are doing yourself a disservice because you are going to grow your network with video content. Literally 3 birds, 1 stone. Take that 1 stone and throw it at as many platforms as you can with your video content. I like to do Facebook Lives and IGTVs at the same time. If you have an iPad, I'm losing my voice. This video might come to an end soon. If you have an iPad, or maybe your kids have an old iPhone, or you have a laptop or whatever, use your iPhone, use an iPad, use your iPhone, use your laptop, on your laptop, on your iPad. Go live on Facebook, on your phone, go live on Instagram, all at the same time. Do not do it one way, right? Do it always. Again, throw that stone on as many platforms as you can because video content is going to grow you. It might not grow you right away, but given that if you do it consistently for 90 days, you are going to grow. You are going to grow with video content. It's how I grow. Okay. That is my number one tip for growing your network. Second, you can't ever tell me that I don't love y'all because look at this. Second, okay, we are going to grow our network by following and adding people. Get out of the mindset that you can't follow people. Get out of the mindset that you can't add people. The worst thing that's going to happen is they don't accept it or they don't follow you back. Oh, freaking well. Who cares? On to the next one. You want to just follow people and you want to just add people. And here's the reason being is because when you're doing your 3-2-1s and your interactions, it's giving you new eyeballs to now bring people to your page. If you want to enroll more people, you have to have more people looking at your content. The way that you do that is by growing your network. So if you are not growing your network, you are cutting yourself off at the knees again. Okay. Stop cutting yourself off. It is a mindset thing. Growing your network is 1000% a mindset thing. I'm yelling now. Growing your network is a mindset thing. Okay. It is just you blocking you. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Please. You are going to help yourself so much more if you just drop that mindset, okay? And you get out of your own way and you just follow and add people, interact with them, drop it. Who cares? It's an embarrassment thing that you're afraid of people rejecting you. But y'all, people you know every single day reject you. I get rejected 100 times a day. I live off of it. I love to be rejected. Why? Because it tells me I'm putting myself out there. If I'm putting myself out there, I'm growing. I don't view rejection as a bad thing or as a hit to my ego or my pride, because if I'm being completely honest, I don't have either. I collect no's. I collect people rejecting me. I collect people telling me that what I do is a scam. Great. Call me Scammy McPammy. I do not care. I do not care. Why? Because the more people that are able to reject me, the more people I'm out there, the more people I am putting myself in front of, the more I'm comfortable I'm getting, the more I'm growing. That's how you grow confidence, is by not listening to the rejection as they're saying no to you. They're saying no to themselves. Go and grow your network. Go and do your 3-2-1s and go and interact, because that is how you're going to grow. That is how you are going to grow this business. That is how I've grown my business. There's no secret. There is zero secrets. This video right here was literally a tell-all to the book of How Linz Became a Millionaire. I got uncomfortable. I collected rejection because at the end of the day, people I know reject me. So why am I afraid of people that don't know me rejecting me? Why? Y'all, it does not matter if someone says no to you. It does not matter if they don't follow you back. It does not matter if they don't accept your friend request. Because guess what? For every one no, there's 100 other people out there that are going to accept your friend request and follow you back. But because you stopped at the one no, you're not able to go find the 100. Stop allowing the one no to throw you off your path. Okay. So finish collecting your own personal data on your IPAs. Because if I have a voice tomorrow, we are going to talk about that. That's if I have a voice tomorrow. We are going to talk about that. Your homework for today is going to be sharing before and afters. I really, really loved that you guys went and found other thrivers and shared their personal before and afters in your stories. I got a lot of really good feedback from y'all about that. Okay, so go and do that again. Some people that have really good Instagram before and afters, I will drop in the chat. If you are not doing this live during January of 23, then ask your enroller or ask me, ask the overall Limitless chat who has really good before and afters, and they'll drop their Instagrams for you. So you can go ahead and share those. So if you're watching this on the replay, you still have access to actual people. What I want you to do also is to throw a before and after graphic up after you go and you share those. Put a graphic up. If I have time after this video, I will create one and share it. And I'll share it in the team page, the team chats, and the bootcamp chat. So if you are watching this on the replay, you'll still have access to it. So you can do a call to action after that. Do a call to action in your story. Don't just throw up before and afters and then think that people are going to message you. Do a call to action. Do I sound good? Rob's like, are you alive? I'm like, barely, it's fine. Anyways, do a call to action, because a call to action is going to be what starts this. And if people aren't clicking your call to actions, it's because you're not doing them enough. You're not teaching them how to utilize them from you. I do call to actions every single day. It's not always Thrive related. Why? Because I'm teaching people how to shop from me. So I will do a video on call to actions as well. It'll probably be a lump sum because, I got sick and some of our videos had to be condensed. So I promise you, these long videos are worth them. And listening to this annoying, bad, me screaming at you, trying to sound like a mouse voice, it has a purpose, I promise. So that is your homework. You also have that overall week-long homework that you guys are working on. And if you have questions, let me know. I'm going to go rest my voice, try and get that graphic created for you guys, and then rest my voice so I can make more videos for you guys. Bye. Love you.